So we are in a hurry to not be freezing. And the only way to do that is to either put more clothes on, stand in front of a fire, or go hard. So I worked for Bonk Breaker Nutrition for about 5 years, and my boss at Bonk Breaker had been over to do the Tour of Flanders, what I call the Chuckleberry version. That's the day before the actual pros race. They let guys like me, who are the pretenders, like go out there and kill ourselves on the course, and you get an idea of what it's like. And so he had done it a couple times before and really liked it, talked it up, and said it was like super hard, very cold. No SoCal people would be able to do it because you need to be a hard man and like be ready for ice and rain. And so to go to Belgium and try to race each other around maybe isn't the smartest thing, but it was an opportunity. And so with Bonk Breaker, we went over and we were going to do this race, and then also the next day get up and put our flags up and watch the pros and try to get on TV and maybe run around in Speedos, which I've done a couple times. Sorry, Mom. And we go over there, there's 6 of us, and we're all contemporaries. Everybody has raced a bike. Everybody's in their 50s. We're all ready for cold and wet Belgium. But it was perfectly nice. No rain, sunny skies, and what's the big deal? This is great. And forecast is supposed to be high 30s to start. And then it's going to go up to 55 or something, and rain was 40%. So we're like, this is good. And so it's 5 in the morning, and we're actually on the bus and driving to the start of the ride, and it starts raining. It's dark outside, and in the bus you can all of a sudden see the windshield wipers, and all of us are looking at each other because we made a great decision. As we're getting on the bus, it's only 40% chance, we're not gonna need rain gear. So let's put it, it's just, we're gonna go 160 miles, this silly, ride. Let's not carry all this gear that we're not gonna use. Who wants that? So put that back in the car, get on the bus, go, starts raining. We're all crying inside, I think. We all, we get to the starting line. We are excited. I'm feeling a little apprehensive because we're not prepared for this. But we're also thinking this is going to clear up. It's not supposed to rain. 60% chance of no rain, 40% chance of rain, and it is currently raining. But so we get to the start. We're riding with this, just giant packs of people, and the first 70 miles or so are mostly just spanning distance to get to these cobblestone berg climbs. So it kind of goes to one place and then it spiders up and down like these crazy bergs that there's not a lot of places that you want to be side by side with people. There's kind of one line. So I was looking forward to that because it is fun, but I wasn't sure what we were going to do with all these zillions of people. So to get that first 70 miles, you're just going through little towns and there's stoplights and things like that. And so we are stopping at the stoplights along with, you get in a group of 60 people, and there are cars coming, there are cars on the route. And if you want to pass this group, they're going 19 miles an hour. They're not in a hurry. We are freezing. So we're going hard. And all 6 of us we're wearing our Bonk Breaker gear, which is really bright orange, and all of us can kind of see each other, which is great. We found ourselves almost all the time going across the center line and jetting as hard as we could, up the line before the next car comes so that we're not killed. But anyway, so we're going down the road, and I'm freezing. I really am. To be honest, if I knew where I was and I knew how to get home, I would have just F it, I'm going home, but no idea where I am. They don't really have Starbucks. There's no Uber. There's no bail out at all. Like, you're just gonna do what you're supposed to do and hopefully stay alive. I'm also in the back of my mind thinking, all right, my boss talked all his trash about how we're not tough and we can't handle it, and it's freezing cold, and we're not gonna be able to do it. And I was like, man, I cannot be the first person to bitch about this, and like, I gotta let them complain first, and then I can join on. Like, yeah, I'm chilly. It'd be good if we could get a taxi or I don't know what, but I think it was about 12 miles. I just decided I can't do it anymore. This is it. I gotta say something. So I go, guys, I think I'm getting hypothermia. I can't do this. I'm done. And so, so there's 6 of us. So all of them at the same time. Yeah, me too. Oh my God. I can't take it. My arms are gonna fall on my foot, like my toes. Like everybody had something. And I was like, man, why do I have to be the first one? Why couldn't somebody else? I don't want to be the guy on record for being the first to complain. But anyway, so at about mile 12, we were all in for first opportunity to bail out. We're going to bail. And so we keep passing signs and things that we can't read. And we're trying to figure out how to get back to Oudenaarde while still staying the course, because we will eventually ride back there. But as we found out later, there were several places where we could have turned and gone to Oudenaarde, like really pretty quickly, like within an hour. But instead, we just continued to ride. And all of us just progressively colder and colder and colder and colder. And we got to 75 or 80 miles. And I mean, all of us had just, I don't know how we're doing it, but I mean, everybody else seems to be happy and having a great time. Like, the Belgian guys aren't even wearing knee warmers. Like, some of them don't have gloves on. They're like, that's fine. Like, what's wrong with you guys? Like, we were so not Belgian right then. And it was clear to all of us, and is to this day. But we saw, okay, there's Oudenaarde. Let's just go over there. And so we're over there, and all of us are bitching at each other on like, how do you get back to the car or the finish line or any of that? And none of us are thinking straight. I mean, we are frozen. I mean, I've lived in Kansas City. I've gone skiing in Colorado. I've been cold, plenty of times, but nothing like this. And now we've been out in, 34 degrees, never warmed up. It stayed there, rained the whole time. And it's been hours. I don't know. It's been at least 4 hours. We finally get to Oudenaarde, and we're bailing, and we're all trying to figure out like why we don't know where we're going. And some of us want to return the silly race chips and get our 10 euro back. And the boss is yelling at everybody, "I'll give you the 10 euro. Don't stop. We must keep going." So we go another, half mile. We find the car, and there are these ancient showers and bathroom area where like all the famous cyclists of all time, after Flanders, they shower, these stone showers. And that's part of the ritual of, after you're done, put your bike stuff away, go get showered up with all the other hard men. And I don't know, that sounds a little odd right now, but but my cycling memory, maybe the worst ever. One of those where you're like, maybe I should never ride a bike again if it's like this.